address it in terms of increased traffic. My understanding is about a 5% increase. Let's not shoot the messenger.
Who did the study and when did they do it?
Yeah, go ahead. Stand up and tell everybody.
Lemon Avenue with this is currently at 70% capacity. One's at 80% capacity. They're expecting this to add about 6% more traffic. So it'll be 76 and 86% capacity for AM and PM hours. And the city stated that within 5 years, those roads will be unsustainable capacity.
I did read up on traffic, and I think there's no way we know exactly what the increase is going to be, but we know there will be an increase. And we also know there's going to be more development, and this is a problem intersection. I'm well aware of that. I'm sorry, can you hear me, sir? Sir in the back, I'm sorry.
What about the senior living project on Herschel that just was announced? And what's that going to do on top of this?
That project came in under certain zoning.
Worse, of course.
I'm sorry?
He's just talking about the traffic. What's going to add to the traffic?
I started to touch on it that these roads are going to be, there is development coming. There is going to be more traffic. I mean, during the campaign, I was at a meeting at the Church of the Incarnation where they talked about reducing the lanes. And I can tell you that the comments from the people that were in that meeting against reducing lanes put that project on hold. Because people are very concerned. The city's very concerned. But deals, if you look up and down Lemon, up and down Oak Lawn, there are 1- and 2-story buildings, there's vacant land, there will be development, there will be more density. The city of Dallas likes height. They like density, and that, from my perspective, I see this all over the district. That to me is infrastructure. It's challenging.
Who is the city of Dallas?
Exactly.
We're having that conversation. You're the city of Dallas.
We don't like height.
And I'm here to listen to you guys.
And
So
we're
that's
paying taxes.
Absolutely what I want to hear. And by the way, just so you know, Zach is over here taking notes. These are not just empty comments. These are things that we're going to digest and think about as we go forward.
Just one thing, we did put up some of the data from the traffic study. It is important to understand that all density is not created equal. These sites, this site specifically zoned for retail, office, residential uses. Residential creates the least amount of traffic of any of the other uses that are available to be built on the site today, with or without a zoning change. A 40% reduction in this residential project versus a by right 120-foot office building built on both Easties and the Hard Corner today.
Was this kind of analysis done by the city of Dallas, or was this done by
Neva Dean?
So, the developer gives us a traffic study, and then our engineers evaluate it. Usually there's a back and forth between the developer and the city about whether the numbers come out or what we want to see. Our engineers look at other development that's in the neighborhood, other zoning cases, so it's not a site-by-site look at. It is an inclusive what's going on and what we have in the pipeline.
Okay, Steve, one more question. I don't understand what you said. You said it's not a site by site. So nobody actually sat at that intersection. Nobody sat at the intersection and counted cars or counted fire trucks or ambulances.
Yes, they did. The traffic engineers did. What I'm saying is that we don't look at just this in a bubble. We look at the numbers for this site and the numbers that are surrounding it if we have other zoning cases. So they look at all of those inclusive instead of this one by itself and another one over here by itself.
Thank you.
I'll go with you.
I'm just wondering, I mean, I know there's a lot of work and focus and details on this particular project, but I just wonder how it fits into the future development over the next couple of decades for the rest of Lemon, because there's probably going to be some buildings raised and other things.
one of the things that I hear the most about this project is that crossing Oak Lawn sets some kind of a precedent. And that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of you are here. That's one of the reasons why I'm listening. Crossing? Oh, I'm sorry, getting on the other side. There's a lot of height when you get to Turtle Creek and other areas like that. So look, city staff looked at traffic. They looked at the overall PD. They looked at the future of development. It is a comprehensive plan, multiple plans in terms of what the future of Oak Lawn is going to look like. All these things are considered. And now here we are in the process, like I said, and ultimately there are votes taken on what the right direction is. So there is a plan. This is a big project. That's why we're here. No, hang on. You already got me on traffic.
I hope to.
No, it's all good. You read it, it's right here.
The reason why everyone's concerned, this is what the parking garage structure is gonna look like for people who live on Rollins and Holland and Gilbert, when we end up with people building buildings all up and down Lemon Avenue with these structured garages. They're gonna be 75 feet high. When you live in a home community where it's 36 feet high, and you walk out your front door and you look towards Lemon Avenue, you're gonna see a 75-foot parking garage that's ugly. And that's what. I've been following development with that unnamed committee for.
You got 1 minute.
In Uptown, when people get this kind of increase in density, they put the parking underground.
Yes.
They have figured out how to do it in the rest of Uptown.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bob.
We're talking about above ground parking. You want to phrase it a little better for me? Your exact, you come back and tell me your exact phrasing on the parking. Don't all raise your hand because you said so.
No, how many people would basically have a better view of this project if it was all underground parking? And the building was
Yes.
All right. So we've made a note that that's an issue.
It's a big issue.
Who else has a comment they want to make? All right, come on.
I have a couple things.
Yes,
Besides the ones
we'll
for-
Question.
It's working.
My question is, there's 4 entrances and exits in this property, egress and ingress. 2 of them are city alleys. What is the plan to address using alleys as exits and as roads in the city that are not striped? And also, one of the alley going towards Reagan, which is one way, how is two-way traffic going to be going through that alley as traffic flow? And then,
Yeah, I think we'll just make a note of that because it has been addressed. You have somebody specifically you want to ask that question to?
yeah, I mean, when it's the city, how can we use a one-way?
Somebody want to try and answer the ingress, egress, the 4 different curb cuts? And I've heard about the cut through too. So we've made a note of that.
They're not gonna answer.
I don't think that the intention of the alley is supposed to be used as a point of access. It is a public alley, so anyone can utilize the alley for ingress and egress. This project isn't requesting to use that alley for such. The commissioner in his approval, added that an access easement from the Eatsies property to Rollins should be included in this to kind of cut through the alley instead of having traffic coming and going both ways through that.
Right, well, when people came out on the left, there was traffic going down, they're going to shelter the neighborhood.
It's a concern, and we're making a note of it. Let me come on this side of the room. Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I live in Lincoln Court Apartments, one in the picture right there, beside Eatsies. Even with the alley and the traffic, I just have a question, like with all the retail, where's all the parking for that? And then also, our apartments don't have any room for recycling or anything like that. We barely have room for our trash cans. So I mean, how are you guys gonna address that? And then,
Right, you're gonna answer parking, retail parking.
So we have, within the project's garage on the ground floor, in the below grade levels, that parking is open for ET's customers, retail customers, the proposed new 8,000 square feet.
How many
So
90, you said?
Yeah, 90, which is.
Only
How
90
many
for all the retail and?
90 for ET's use. We have an additional 80 on top of that, so a total of 170 retail.
But how many
spaces.
employees at ET's?
Which is
Yeah.
is
90.
really kind of, parking at a ratio of 10 per thousand is an extremely healthy retail parking number. Again, we have not sought to reduce any of the parking. In fact, we far and away exceed that because of the number of spaces, those open spaces we're providing for ET's benefit as well within the garage.
Once they keep what they already have, right?
That's correct.
Is the retail parking above or below ground?
The ground floor and below grade levels.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I just had a couple of questions. One was, with this building going on, maybe it's best addressed to the streetlights. With this project going up, one, you're taking property that's being currently used by a gas station, and you're gonna turn it into something that is better looking, obviously. But at the same time, you're storing all this gas station stuff up. Usually, my understanding is that you have to let those sites kind of sit for a while, remediate them, and then build on them. So that's one question.
Sure. Can we take that one first?
Let me get one other question in, and then if you can address them both at the same time, that'd probably be more efficient. And two is, when you're building this, you know, I've just seen all that mess they went through up at Highland Park when they decided to put in the club, raised club on top of the village. And I'm thinking that we're gonna have to increase water mains and other things to address all of this. So, you know, how much is that gonna impact traffic and, you know, inconvenience for how long? And are we going to, is there any proposal to renegotiate the right-of-way that's currently on the other side of the street, to widen the street at all, or to do anything to increase traffic flow?
My understanding, again, to address the last question first.
Yeah.
We certainly don't have the power to expand the right of way, especially as it impacts the other side of the street. That's not something that would really fall within this development.
That'd be city,
That's right,
yeah.
that's right. Let me see if I can go, the environmental question, you're exactly right. There are underground tanks that feed a gas station. With this project, those tanks will have to be removed. So we'll have to do a bunch of testing, making sure that there wasn't a leak or anything else may have happened with those gas tanks, and effectively clean up the entire environmental if there is an issue on that site that we run into. So from that perspective, you get a lot cleaner site at the end of the project than you have today.
Yeah.
You know, if hypothetically there was something that needed remediation. And to answer your question, so infrastructure, yes, we have aging infrastructure around here. We've been working with the city engineering staff. You know, there's a sewer line in the alley, some other things that we feel may need to be upgraded. And obviously, that's all be coming from our expense to upgrade those public systems and really kind of benefit the entire area from that upgraded infrastructure.
And what about the creek? Isn't there a creek down there?
No.
An underground creek?
There's some storm drainage underground. We'll be working with staff to make sure if there is any stormwater runoff detention we have to be, you know, building within our project. There's no creek or anything else like that on the site.
You didn't answer a question about the traffic plan.
Yes. The water mains, we're working with the engineering staff. We don't have a final design as far as the exact limits of the water main upgrades. Several of those are aging infrastructure that needs to be replaced. This is kind of the city's opportunity to have us upgrade that for the city. They're within the right of way generally, yes.